When the IRS came knocking, the celebs had been MIA.
The gun charge was 2 years, and then the tax stuff was also.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities accused of cheating taxes.
You'll all be guilty! And you're doing it for nothing!
For this list, we're focusing on celebrities that refused to pay taxes for one reason or another.
His new release date is set for mid-October. Hatch was convicted on tax evasion charges in 2006.
We're excluding gangsters and other figures who basically became famous because of their tax evasion, like Al Capone and Leona Helmsley, who took their schemes to a higher level.
I am not going to jail. I've done nothing wrong. I have done nothing wrong. I'm innocent.
Number 10. Mark Anthony.
I just wanted you to comfort me when I called you late last night, you see.
This crooner surely wasn't expecting a double whammy from Johnny Law after failing to file his taxes. But hey, life can be chaotic when you're married to J-Lo and trying to maintain a Latin lover persona. But at the end of the day, the IRS doesn't necessarily care about personal matters and threw down the hammer in both 2007 and 2010 when Anthony forgot about a few $1 million in back taxes. Prepare yourself, Mojoholics. This will be just the first of numerous facepalms. You can put your money on that. Number 9. Lauryn Hill.
You can't run away from these stars I got, oh baby.
When this former Fuji was reaping the benefits of her solo success, nobody questioned her artistic integrity. But we all collectively shook our heads after Lauryn Hill cited slavery and the economic system after being charged for failing to pay her taxes. Lauryn dropped a remix on the all-too-familiar saying, "Oops, I didn't pay my taxes." But the legal system didn't buy her product and effectively dropped a mic of their own.
I think the judge took into account the incredible person that Miss Hill is, the contribution she's made to society.
Ironically, the singer released a single entitled Neurotic Society Compulsory Mix to help cover the $500 large she owed.
Old drunken debauchery, old world brutality. Cold world kill softly, whole world run savagely. Greedy men and pride fiends, program TV screens, quick scam and drag queens. Real life's been blasphemed, think twice as past dream.
Sometimes music does save us, but Lauryn Hill still had to serve nearly 3 months in the slammer in 2013.
She looks like she'll do well in prison, right? Revolution!
Number 8. Sophia Loren.
Do you think that so many will love you as I do?
Everybody knows that Neapolitan women typically don't take no mess. And when you're an international sex goddess and Oscar-winning actress, well, you typically call your own shots. Even so, Sophia Loren found herself in a most prickly predicament in 1982, as she apparently owed a tiny bit of money to the Italian government dating back to 1974, and took an almost 3-week staycay up in the old clink. 40 years later, a Roman judge said whoops, and the ruling was overturned, hopefully making up for the fact that one of cinema's greatest talents had to sleep in a filthy jail cell.
Just pay me!
Number 7. Lindsey Vonn.
She has got the lead and she has got the title.
Born and raised in Minnesota, this world champion of the slopes probably never thought she'd be Tiger Woods' rebound girl.
Now, is his skiing better than your golf?
It's tricky.
Or you don't want to say?
I have a hole-in-one. I mean, let's be real here. I have a hole-in-one.
Then again, she probably never thought her failed marriage to Thomas Vaughn would end with a $1.7 million tab to the IRS, which was ultimately paid in full. We get it. Husband and wife, lots of money, media attention. But at what point do you say, honey, let's talk about our taxes? Love and marriage, money, and heartbreak. Remember to pay your taxes, or at least make sure your spouse can handle your business.
I won. I beat you. Clearly I'm the best here.
Number 6. Paul Hogan.
Come on. Come and say g'day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you.
Remember the 80s? Sure you do. Well, at least some of you do. Regardless, you're probably familiar with the movie Crocodile Dundee, even if you're not quite familiar with its star, Paul Hogan.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
While nobody can let this Australian off the hook for the 2001 film Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, a film that warrants at least 1 year in federal prison.
All right, everybody, stay back. Don't worry, we'll get him. I'm on it.
We can sympathize with Mr. Hogan, as the Australian government once claimed he actually owed $37 million in back taxes.
Sorry. Honest mistake.
And even served him with papers when he was back down under for his mother's funeral. In the end, the tax office backed away, but this story does not seem to be over. Not by a long shot.
If I was a tax evader, which I'm not, I must be the dumbest one in the world.
Number 5. Ja Rule.
Love to see that some boots and shades spread out on the bed while I'm yanking your braids.
Now here's a 2000s era MC who gives new meaning to the phrase "Dollar Dollar Bill, y'all."
It's murder, holla, holla.
Back when Ja Rule was rolling in the dough and still making relatively popular music, it seems like he must have made a conscious decision to just stop paying taxes, as if 4 Grammy nominations somehow made him immune to the American legal system. Fortunately for prosecutors, Jeffrey Atkins, also known as Ja Rule, was already behind bars for gun charges when the tax sentence came down.
Ja Rule has pleaded guilty to federal tax evasion charges in New Jersey. The rapper and actor failed to pay taxes on more than $3 million in income.
So when a 2-year stint came to a close, Ja went right back up the steps for a fresh set of fingerprints and served another couple of years.
When I got there, people actually had a lot of admiration for me, a lot of love for me.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a really different experience.
Different.
But
That you don't want again.
Absolutely.
You got your GED while you were in there, so you have something to show your kids.
Number 4. Lionel Messi.
Messi and his father have been accused of defrauding the Spanish state of more than €4 million.
It's always nice when a soccer superstar can trust his own father to protect his finances. But then again, you can't play the ignorant card when it ultimately hits the fan. In 2013, Jorge Messi, Lionel's father and agent, found himself being investigated for evading, a few million euros of back taxes from a few years prior.
Que mi papá, tenemos los abogados, nuestros asesores, que son lo que...
And despite Lionel's claims that he didn't know about the scheme, a Spanish court ruled in late 2015 that he would have to stand trial with the senior Messi. 2015 was a messy year for FC Barcelona, and certainly for Messi family gatherings.
A court in Barcelona decided, however, Lionel Messi could have known about and approved the creation of a web of shell companies.
Number 3. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Open my eyes!
When you come from money, it's easy to lose track of millions upon millions of dollars. Just ask Nicolas Cage, a man known for his questionable decision-making.
This is crazy. You see how crazy this is, right?
All right.
The actor managed to pull in $40 million back in 2009, which prompted the IRS to look into his finances and discover that $6 million of federal income tax had gone unpaid. The actor blamed his business manager,
I'll fire you, do you understand?
Who then blamed Cage for buying a yacht, a jet, and whatever else rich people buy. Cage had apparently even outbid Leo DiCaprio for a damn dinosaur skull. As you can imagine, Nick had to sell a few toys.
I mean, I have a simple life, and I'm a lot lighter because of it.
Number 2. Wesley Snipes.
Come on, Danny Walker!
He's not really a vampire hunter, but he is a 5th degree black belt, which probably comes in handy when you're fending off inmates in a prison shower.
Man, whew. This is a bad dude, this is a bad dude, this is a bad dude right here.
We're not going to detail all the ways that Wesley Snipes' financial managers tried to defraud the United States, but we will say this: he did not get away scot-free.
They classified it as the biggest trial in the history of the... I thought, wow, am I really that important?
Nope, he was accused of avoiding $17 million in back taxes over the course of several years. And Snipe once claimed to be a non-resident alien, whatever that means.
He claimed he didn't have to pay taxes, arguing the government has no right to collect.
He paid his debt to society in jail time, and now he's free to make more films, and hopefully pay his taxes.
So why'd you get locked away?
Tax evasion.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I did it. I mean, I did it, and I'm not proud of it.
We all like to put a bit of money away for a rainy day. Don't we? but I think you're more prepared than Noah.
It's been a nightmare, and I've tried very hard to keep a little bit of dignity and go through it the best way I could.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
The United States comes after me, would you believe it, for capital gains tax. So they're trying to hit me for some bill. Can you believe it?
Number 1, Willie Nelson.
Living in the promised land. Our dreams were made of steel.
For decades, this country outlaw fought for the right to get high. And boy, did Willie Nelson need a few doobies when the IRS claimed the singer owed $32 million in 1990.
I got a $100 bill, friend, you keep your pills, cause it's all over the pot.
But it's not like Willie planned a grand conspiracy against the US government, as it was revealed that in an attempt to clean up his mess after a manager neglected to pay Willie's taxes, Price Waterhouse invested the singer's money in illegal tax shelters. The IRS seized almost everything the red-headed stranger owned, except his trusty guitar trigger, thankfully.
Oh, by my memories of things that used to be.
In an act of goodwill, Nelson released the IRS tapes, Who Will Buy My Memories, and paid back almost $4 million from sales alone, even if there was plenty more work to do. But hey, that's what lawyers are for.
But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Do you agree with our list?
It's failure to file taxes, so it's a little bit different.
Who's your favorite celeb accused of cheating taxes?
It's freedom. I'ma be who I am.
For more mind-blowing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'll get it! I'm not one of